Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be part of the mom series. What I'm going to talk about today is specifically my C-section, my experience with my C-section. I'm going to be having another C-section soon, so hopefully I'll have a better experience. But I'm not trying to scare anybody or put fear into anybody that's going to be having a C-section, or if you end up having a C-section, it's not the worst thing in the world. At least if you come out with a healthy baby and you yourself are healthy, then that's all that matters. So my story, my water broke with my son at 39 weeks in one day. We went to the hospital, we checked in. I wasn't scheduled for a C-section. They were going to try to help me have him naturally. So when we got there, they did all the normal stuff where they check your vitals and check how far you're dilated, which I was only half a centimeter, I believe, at that time. So they told me that they were going to put a medicine called Cervidil up my cervix for 12 hours, and then soon after that they were going to start the Pitocin, which helps with your contractions so that you dilate more. And the Cervidil is used to soften your cervix. That was very painful, both of those things. The Cervidil, because they had to physically stick that up inside of me, which was painful. And the Pitocin hurt because when they started making the contractions harder, it was just painful. So by the time everything was finished, I was in labor for about 28 hours at that point. And they said it was unsafe for my son to be, or he was at risk because my water had broke 24 hours prior, so they were going to schedule a C-section. With the C-section, it was something that I always had in the back of my mind because my mom had one with myself and my brother, so I always thought, oh, I might have one too. Having a C-section is not genetic or it's not hereditary at all. It's just, my luck. I thought I would have a C-section. For the C-section itself, it was a very lonely and terrifying experience for myself. And the reasons why, they took me in the room by myself before my husband could come in. They gave me a spinal, which is where they stick a big needle in your back to block from your waist down so that you can't feel anything when they are performing the C-section. That was extremely painful. My doctor was like 100 years old that was doing the spinal, and he had a student with him, and when they told me to hunch over, it was hard because I couldn't breathe because the baby was in there. So they were looking for my spinal where they were trying to poke it in, and thank God a nurse came and she put her hands on top of my hands and her whole entire body weight on top of my legs so that I wouldn't freak out because I was about to. It was so painful and terrifying. And then they lifted me and put me on the table because I couldn't move after that. And then they brought my husband in after they had prepped me for the surgery. Then they began. I believe they lasered my stomach open because it smelled like burning flesh. So they did that. And then a huge pressure on my chest, and they ended up pulling my son out. And that was it. And then they gave me pain medicine, which burned really bad through my IV. And the recovery process was terrible for myself because I had gained so much weight. I couldn't walk for 12 hours. I had to have a nurse come in every couple hours to change me and to change my catheter bag. All around, it was just a really bad time for me. It took me a while to heal up, and I was in a lot of pain for a long time. So I haven't gained that much weight with my daughter, so I'm hoping that this experience will be better. Hoping that the C-section won't be as scary as my experience. I hope that this helps someone who does not know what they're getting into and, just to give you a heads up so you're mentally prepared for that, because that was my biggest thing, was that I was not mentally prepared. So thanks guys for watching. Hey guys, I thought it would be fun to add some C-section photos, so here they are. Here's my husband dressed in the hospital scrubs getting ready for the surgery. Here we both are. My face is so swollen. Here's my son being pulled out of my stomach. You can see my organs, and there's the baby boy. Here's my husband and my son Q. And here is my son and I together. And here's the family. Here's my son Q. He was born 7 pounds, 10.2 ounces on March 11th, 2015. And this is him in the little hospital hat. And the boy had a full head of hair. It was straight when he was born, and now it's super curly. And here's a picture of me looking terrible, miserable, in pain. And here's our baby boy getting ready to be a big brother. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.